Hello, welcome back to the Logbook, my weekly video blog. I hope you've been well. This week's episode is episode 40, which just feels mad to say. I hope you've been enjoying these episodes. They've been a lot of fun to make. In other news, myself and Celestine recently performed at the Waterfront Festival. It was an interesting gig, to say the least, and you'll see why in this week's episode. But if you want to see the full uncut gig, our wonderful friend and collaborator Adam Lake has once again done a full live video. So if you want to check that out, just click the link up there. Anyway, like usual, let's rewind to Monday. My name is Toby Hyson and welcome to the Logbook. Hello, good morning and happy Monday. Welcome back to the Logbook. The goal for today is to finish these last 3 lines to apply to basically just 3 more jobs, which, might I add, is getting increasingly more difficult by the minute. So I'm going to scour through my emails basically, and I'm going to see what like the personalised recommendations for jobs are, and then if that doesn't work, I'll go to the next one. I don't know, like Glassdoor or whatever, or CV Library. We'll see. I'm going to see. I got one. That took about 10 minutes of searching, not too bad. The fact it's Indeed as well, I'm actually quite surprised. Oh my goodness, I found a job that makes sense. And yeah, again, I'm just scrolling through anything that's like part-time, relatively close, and that doesn't need like a master's degree to work at like Subway. Finally, that's 1, 2, and 3. Hey, how's it going? So I've been spending a large part of today, if I wasn't filling in job applications or writing a bunch of stuff in my diary that I forgot to write down. What I do want to show you is something that I've been doing today. I will have had Bloxburg on that screen, me just sitting there reading my newspaper. So whilst grinding the intelligence skill, I've been trying to sort out my Google Drives, specifically my documents. I put all these folders together today. University projects, that's self-explanatory. These few, the Tungsten Metal Universe, Labyrinth of Elements / whatever it is universe, Bodekin's Empire, and Foreman Rat's universe. For those who don't know, I used to be a writer, or I kind of still am a writer, or at the very least I'm still passionate about it. I didn't originally want to be a musician, I wanted to be an author, and I still dabble in it from time to time, and the 3 main big series are right here. So any documents that pertain to the Labyrinth of Elements series, and there are a lot, and Bodekin's Empire, which is just 1 document, so I really shouldn't have done it. I'm sure there'll be way more later on, because I haven't sorted them all yet. Huh? Hey, wooden spoons. The reason these are all like highlighted in gold is because they're fully done with vocals, but I would have had like, it would have been blank if nothing had been done for it yet. Then I think it was like some shade of green, or no, it might have been blue for demo, green for full recording, and then gold for like, I've added vocals. It was a major challenge, I should not have done it. Oh, my induction task for demo skills. I remember having to do that. Oh, Bodekin's Empire. We made it. But Frank Bodekin, he's a thief. He escapes from prison in Montana, and then stows away somehow, managing to reach the UK. He ends up here in Nottingham, and he forms a group of thieves called Bodekin's Empire. It's a funny little idea I had, but the thieves are more petty than anything. They're not actually after it for the gain of it. Spitfire, you can go in there.
The Carpet King.
Having cool shelves comes with a price. Yes, I'm grinding. Don't judge me. Ding. Guitar lamp needs clean. I'm finally using those photo albums I got from the car boot a couple of weeks ago, trying to sort them into these little slots here. They're actually double-sided, which is kind of cool. So then you can flick through memories like this. Again, it is just so that I have a more civilized way to store my photographs, because I like having them. I just like being able to, pick up a book and look back. So I figured this would be perfect. My intelligence is at level 9, 99%. Words cannot express how relieved I'm going to be the moment that I get this, because then it means my character does not have to sit here anymore. Eating pizza rolls. Oh my god, I did it! You've maxed your intelligence skill. Look, I got an intelligence trophy. I think I ought to make a trophy cabinet for this thing, because this is one heck of an achievement. Not many there's a commercial display case, but that's not really what I'm after. Okay, so trophies are going to have to be here. I now have a really dimly lit trophy cabinet. Very fun. We've got Celestine rehearsal tomorrow, which means that I'm going to be lugging my cymbals across town again. It's actually the last time, I'm pretty sure, I'm going to be able to use my bus pass this year. It has served me well, this bus pass. I've had it since the start of college. I've just been renewing it every year, and I'm not going to be renewing it for the next year, because I'm obviously going to be living in the city, and I'm going to be fairly close to everything, so there's no real need for it. But yeah, it's mad how long that one card has stayed with me. Literally since the first few days of college, I've had that. It's going to be weird. I'm going to be paying with my actual card to get on the bus very soon, so right, see you in the morning.
The Carpet King.
Good morning, Logbook. Hello. Well, good afternoon, actually. On our way to Pirate now. Hello. We've got Waterfront on Saturday. Yeah. Yay! Already. Why was Lee the only excited one there? Hello. Welcome to the Pirate refreshment.
I know.
The Pirate's experience.
I broke the door. No, but this is the equivalent of when you find something in the game that's worth nothing, but you're still happy about it. Money.
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 It's a total of like what, 30 pence in there? You can't even buy a Freddo for that anymore. That's one of them like loop earbuds. You know? I don't. I'm gonna wash my hands after I flush that. I don't know where that's.
I don't blame you for that.
There's literally a tap in here. And he's gone all the way to the bathrooms.
A bit like this.
Golden eye pause menu.
Yeah.
I'll stop. Freedom. Ah, I'm glad it went blue sky. Right, let's leave.
The Carpet King.
So it turns out I've been putting the photos in the album wrong. It's supposed to be this way up so that you can like flick back and then like flick the photos up when you're looking at them like that. So yeah, I'm just reorganizing like an idiot. Hey, hello, hi. I didn't film all that much else today. Well, it's technically tomorrow. Happy birthday, Max. It's Max's birthday. I'm going to be meeting up with Max later. Should be quite a lot of fun. We're just planning to go to town, hang out for a bit. It's going to be weird not using my bus pass. I think I mentioned that the other day. I need to actually research how much the tickets are because they're not being too specific at the minute.
The Carpet King.
What?
It's tiny.
Like you?
Oh.
Man, I asked for Dr. Pepper and they gave me clown juice. Y'all, we're on Trent Bridge. Oh my god.
I need a poo.
Oh, lovely stuff. Next step, find a place for Max to take a poo. City ground, oh miss. There it is, wonderful Trent Bridge. We love it. Gotta love the embankment. Hello, hello. Today was very fun. I've had a lot of fun with Max just hanging out, honestly. Anyway, let's dive straight into last week on the logbook. This is, of course, the section where I read all of your comments from the last week's video just to see what you lot have been trying to tell me. Jesse has written a paragraph. He said, usually around 8 PM to 10 PM I watch TV with my parents. Usually they put flog it style programs, which I absolutely despise because I've seen too many of them. Like, genuinely, they bring me actual pain to watch. I don't know what you're talking about, mate. I think things like Bargain Hunt and Flog It peak daytime television, especially when you're visiting your gran. They all have that pretentious host who thinks that he's that guy. The items barely make a profit and the show drags on and on. I do agree with the whole thing with the hosts. I think they are a bit full of themselves, but the actual concept's quite cool. I cannot believe the logbook hit all three of that criteria this week. Thus, the logbook's IMDb rating will go from a 10 out of 10 to a 9.7 out of 10. Boycott the logbook. I'm surprised you even rated the logbook at a 10 out of 10 beforehand. Ellie said, depending on how much Nick spent on his Pokemon card, either me or him won the upselling game technically. So since Nick didn't technically play that game either, I would say that you won anyway. I spent $1.99 on my item. I'm not sure what Lauren spent on hers. So yeah, by all means you've won at -£1. And Lauren said Newman. Every Gary Newman gig. Yeah, I thought it was a good selection for Logbook Radio. That song plays in the car all the time, like I was explaining. Genuinely quite annoying sometimes that it's never any other song. I guess that's why it's my favourite, is because it's the only one I hear regularly. But yeah, those were your comments from last week. I really appreciate them. Thank you very much. I've actually got a really interesting vinyl review section coming up for tonight. Oh, I spotted something in an Oxfam today. Very happy with my find. And yeah, I'll tell you all about that later, hopefully. Anyway, let's move swiftly on. Let's tune into Logbook Radio. This week a video pops up on my YouTube recommended. And it's by this guy that does the whole like, how this band changed music. And the video happens to be about REM. But yeah, this week I was listening to the first REM album because I do want to kind of adventure through their discography a bit. And it starts off with their first single. And that's going to be my choice this week on Logbook Radio. It is a song called Radio Free Europe. The beat is strong, the bassist and the drums are like locked in, but the guitar work is what gets it for me. It's got these really great chords to the point where like I kind of knew them. They're chords I've definitely played before, and the simplicity of them kind of just implies that it's not really about the chords, it's not about the complexity of the music, just about how it all works together. I read somewhere that REM were like the bridge between post-punk and alternative rock, and that makes a lot of sense because their stuff came out in like the early 80s. All the stuff I've known from REM has been early 90s, but no, starting to explore them. I'm really enjoying it so far, the first album, Murmur, and yeah, I just adore the track. I can see why it got successful. That's your suggested song for this week. Thank you for listening to Logbook Radio. Anyway, for the rest of today, I'm obviously going to be editing, then maybe playing some games later to wind down a bit. I need to make sure I'm packed for tomorrow. That's my cymbal bag. My snare's hiding down there somewhere. Hopefully that's all I'm going to need, obviously other than sticks. They've not been very specific with what I'm going to need. The set list is really cool. Definitely one of the better ones we've done, I think. As in like vibe-wise, like everything works. We have this part halfway through where like 3 or 4 songs at least go perfectly into each other. It's almost like a concept show. It's really cool and we can kind of vamp around things. So yes, I'm looking forward to it. But until then, I will see you later. Okay, this is a quick crash course in what I need for the gig tomorrow. In this bag are my cymbals. It has 2 shoulder straps, so I'll be able to wear that like a backpack. And then I've got my snare case, which I need to wear on my side. I'm planning to be out quite early tomorrow, mostly so that I can use what is left on this 24-hour ticket. I've got until 9:48 tomorrow morning to use it. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I'm gonna need, I'm thinking of using my stick case. Take some of those. There we go. Oops. Anyway, another thing I really should do. I figured if I write myself a list, I'm less likely to forget the stuff. In fact, I'm going to take these bags downstairs with me so that I can get my stick bag and keep it all in the hole.
The Carpet King.
Right, okay, this might look exciting, like we're actually waiting for something to happen. We managed to sneak in, but look, watch this. They closed the gate. they closed the gate. We are locked in until like, what, 11 something? This is like purgatory. Look at this wonderful venue. What a stage.
I thought that was your DS.
yeah, this is my DS.
Alright, welcome to the 4-bedroom property. As you can see, the 4 stages here, they represent each bedroom. You can fit at least half of one king-size bed in each of them.
Is the radio on? Have you got rock radio playing YYZ by Rush?
It doesn't come with live musicians.
Yeah, it
It's not extra each month, you know, like.
Is it bills included?
Yeah, so you're going to start at about 1,200 a month. That's for the extra gym. By the extra gym, I mean a little tiny room with a dumbbell in it.
I.e. whatever this is, which is just a corridor to nowhere. Yeah. Have you seen this? There's no like storage anywhere. Here's the waiting game. We don't know when I sound check it. Okay, today was something else. Like, not necessarily in a good way or a bad way. The gig was fine, except for the fact that, like, our promoter promised us a kick pedal. There was no kick pedal. I've learned for next time to bring my own, to bring as much of my own gear as possible. But blimey, I did the whole of Celestine's debut festival slot with no kick pedal. I'm not going to say it ruined the whole thing, because it didn't. But it certainly made a change. We kind of had to play things a bit different. I'm looking forward to future Celestine gigs, though, because we are going to try and learn more covers, you know, at the end of the day. And write more songs, you know, try like, if we're not constantly writing, we're not going to have a back catalogue to rely on. So as long as we can keep writing riffs and adding lyrics to them and just kind of moving forward, and no matter what, just trying to finish stuff, I think that's going to be the way to go. For example, when I arrived in town today, funny story, you know, when I was out in town with Max yesterday, that morning I bought a bus ticket for the first time on the app. Lasted me the day because I got one of those all day ones, 24-hour. And this morning I was incredibly cheeky. My bus ticket was going to expire at 9:48 or something like that. I was waiting for the bus for about 10 minutes. I think there was literally like 12 minutes to spare left on my ticket, something like that. So yeah, I was very proud of myself there. But you know, given the amount that me and Max rode the buses the other day, like, we got the bus to town, then we took the bus to the embankment, then from the next village over we took the bus back to town, and then I took my bus back to my hometown. So I did quite a lot of bus travel, and this morning that was just the icing on the cake, really. So I definitely got £5.50 worth out of that, because that's how we roll, people. But yeah, that has nothing to do with this story whatsoever. I sat in a coffee shop for a bit, and for about an hour I finished the structures and the lyrics to both Hazy Jane and Frankie's Dream, which are the Celestine songs I've been writing. I've been feeling inspired and just tried to get on with it. But yeah, right now I'm going to be sitting here editing. I've got Friday to edit, and yeah, I'm going to try and have a logbook episode out as early as I can tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to get on with this, and I'll talk to you later.
The Carpet King.
So me being me, the other day on the vlog I said that I had a really interesting vinyl review section for later in the week. I think I actually said for that night, but then I went and forgot, didn't I? Anyway, here's what I picked up. The History of Rock Volume 26. The Beatles. The History of Rock were a magazine. I have like an archive of I won't say all their volumes, but a bloody lot of their volumes upstairs. But anyway, this seems like a really, really good pick because I saw it in an Oxfam when I was with Max. It's a double vinyl, which is cool. Really awesome inside sleeve as well. What I was excited about is that the first record has original recordings on them, like the original Beatles recordings, but then the second record is all like the Live at the Hollywood Bowl stuff. And I know I already have Beatles Live at the Hollywood Bowl. So yeah, I'm looking forward to giving that a listen, which I'm sure I will do in just a few moments once I have my morning coffee. Well, my afternoon coffee. It's quite funny actually because we recently watched a Columbo episode where he visits the crime scene and like everybody's obviously always acting dead like serious. They're like, oh Columbo, you know, you need to take a look at this, Lieutenant. And then he's just going there, he's looking all tired and he's like, anybody got any coffee?
Is there any coffee around? Haven't seen it.
Sorry, the wife was up last night. She's not doing too well.
My wife's not feeling too good. Stomach trouble or something. She'll be all right.
Look, you can see my reflection. This is one of the most well-kept records I've ever had. Don't make your own CDs, just use Elastic Stage or something. Jesse made a meme and it's very good. I hate to say it, it comes up the moment you search Toby Heist in the Logbook. The latest episode of the Logbook will come up, followed by this meme.
Nice job, Kermit.
My name is Toby Heist.
Nice job, Kermit.
My name is Toby Heist.
Nice job, Kermit.
And welcome to the Logbook. Anyway, it sort of hints at why I'm here. I'm here to end the episode now. I hope you've enjoyed episode 40 of my ongoing video blog series. And yeah, I really appreciate your support on these vlogs so far. Don't forget, if you haven't already, please feel free to pre-save Death Before Disco before it comes out on August 15th. I know that's quite a while away. So yeah, thank you again for watching and I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.